Hi and welcome to another Type with me. In today's video I want to talk about TypeScript support by default in Nodejs. It's almost here. There is a new pull request in the Node.js repo that suggested that TypeScript support will be there by default. So let me see what that actually means, right? You can create an index.js file containing TypeScript syntax like type annotations. You can run node index.js with no further flags, and Node will strip out the types using a version of SWC and then run the resulting code. So when you make mistakes within TypeScript or when there are things that are not going well, it will just strip it, right? So actually type checking needs to be done when you are writing your code within your editor, and then later on it will be running into Node, which is actually the default that everybody wants, right? So if we go to X, right, you see there that Marco Ippolito or something, the security engineer of Nodejs, has created a pull request, and he says that this Nodejs nightly release has TypeScript enabled on the 27th of December of 2024. So they also ask, like, any chance we will see this backported to LTS, and he says very highly. So that's great news, right? So if we go actually to his profile, you will see here it says happy holiday module unflag experimental strip types. If you go then to their GitHub, you will see that it's been merged 2 days ago actually, but of course there is no new version of Node released yet. So if we go now to code, and then we see here tags, the latest one is 23.5.0, and I think within the next version that we will see this change happening, right? So, and what will this apply? Well, for example, if we go here and type in node dash version, you see here that I'm on the latest one. If I now do this, you'll see that it just runs, right? But actually, what you want to do is node index.js, which now gives error unknown file extension, because index.js is an unknown file extension, and you still need to have that experimental strip types flag there. But that will disappear, which is great, right? So, and it's always nice to look into pull requests on GitHub, so learn a little bit about it. And one of the things you see here is that strip TypeScript.js, you see here that flags experimental strip type just disappears. It's just disable warning, experimental warning. It's still a little bit experimental because they just want to test it out a little bit more, but I think that's a good thing to get more problems out of the way, to get more bugs being discovered by the community, so then they can also improve it and make the code better, because of course they also need to see that they can be at the same level of Bun and at the same level of deno, right? Because Bun and deno have TypeScript by default, and of course that's a big game changer for a lot of you guys that are writing JavaScript and TypeScript, and we also want to have it in Node.js. So in that regard, I think it would be great. And it's possible to run code containing inline types unless the flag is provided, and no experimental strip types flag. So now you need to provide no experimental strip types flag there if you don't want to have that. And here also some kind of information about it, just removing a lot of things around these strip types. And actually that's a little bit about it, I guess. Like I said before, I think it's a great thing. Again, Node.js also moves into the direction to support on a certain level Typescript evil in your code, and I hope at the end they will also have better support for Typescript, so that a lot of you guys can also just run code within Node.js that are by default TypeScript files. I think for the community itself and also for everybody else, it will be a big deal. So I'm also very excited that we got before the year ends this kind of surprise. I'm really happy. It's indeed happy holidays, actually. A great thing to move into the right direction, and I hope that you guys also enjoy it. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Do you think that it's also a good thing? Do you have other concerns? Please describe it in the comments below, and I'm happy to see what you guys think about it. Thank you very much to support my channel. I'm really happy to do so and to follow along JavaScript, TypeScript, and new kind of things happening into the web development space. And if you want something to be covered, please let me know, and I try to do my best to cover this in my channel. Thank you very much, and see you next year.